Here we are on the pound yen 15-minute time frame, and this was a wedge pattern that I was looking at. However, it is now turned into a high and tight flag. So what I'm going to do is just remove everything off. I want to talk you through the high time frame analysis as usual, and just talk you through why I was looking at this trade and why I took it as a wedge triangle, sorry, and then it turned into a low and tight flag. So here on the pound yen we had a lot of consolidation here, and eventually we broke out of that consolidation to the downside. And if I put a structure level on just here, which is this internal level of structure here, you can see that the market has now come into it, which just so happens to be a psychological number, the 14300 flat. And it is not surprising that we are going to see, or at least are seeing, a reaction at that zone. So let's go down to the 240. Here on the 240, this stands out to me, this big hammer, this big pin bar right here, indication that we've got a rejection at that zone and could see for the time being a move higher. There is also an advanced pattern here, a back pattern. Enigma isn't actually showing it, but if I was still trading advanced patterns, this is something that I would take. Just double check that C leg actually, yeah. So there is an advanced pattern there, and if this advanced pattern comes off, we could see a move up to that 382. However, I do not trade advanced patterns anymore, so let's drop down the time frames. Let's go and look at the 60-minute. Okay, so here you can now see this low and tight flag. So we've got a nice move here, and if your RES is not picking these up, your reticular activating system, which is just the ability to train your eyes to see things. Okay, right here is what I want to point out for you. We did not touch. For me, for this to be valid, these lows here, these wicks, must have touched the closes of the candles. Now that did not happen, so I discounted a high and tight flag, and instead I looked at what did I look at here? It was there, wasn't it? It was a triangle here, sorry. Okay, I was looking at a triangle here, and it looked like this. So we had a touch here, 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 and because we had not come to touch the closes of the candle here, I discounted again the high and tight flag and looked at it as a wedge. So as we came down to my entry, which was here, and I had a good risk to reward, I went and bought the market up. Stops below the swing low, and as you can see now, it has actually turned into a high and tight flag. So we need two touches either side. This would have been the second touch. One of those things, you know, it wasn't valid on the second touch here, but was here, but my stop was still in the appropriate place. So it means I am currently risking on this trade, we're looking at 29 pips for a reward of 57, and with any flag or breakout pattern, my targets are the 127 fib, unless the market is telling me that we can go higher. So I'm actually front running by 3 pips from the 127 fib, just to make sure that I get filled. And as you can see, that's how the market looks. Let's just zoom out a little, and that target taking is happening just here as well, where we've got a little structure shelf there as well. So if we do make a new high here, I'll drop down to the 15-minute time frame and see if I can implement risk management and see if I can reduce down any of the risk on this particular trade. And we're back here on the pound yen, and as you can see now, we're rallying towards targets. We have come just a few pips now. Just let me go out to the 60-minute time frame so you can see this. Okay, There we go, currently 54 pips up, so 2 pips away from targets now. And there you go, lovely. I think that was 55 pips in the end. Do me a favour, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and of course if you do like the video, give it a like as well.